You must know this about me first. I'm not a Republican. I have absolutely no care, no interest whatsoever in party politics. None. Means nothing. I don't care about labels. I don't care about anybody in particular. There is no leader. There is nobody that I know that even remotely represents what I feel. I'm no fan of anybody, whether it's Reagan or Rush or whoever you think I should be a fan of, or that I should be smitten to or following. I may respect them, but that's not my thing. I want one thing and one thing only. This sounds so corny. You're probably not going to believe me because it just sounds too good. I care about one thing only, politically, my country. I don't care about any other country except if it affects me and us and you and me and our family and our future. I don't care about Ukraine unless Ukraine affects us. And I don't mean by artificially creating an interest in Ukraine. I mean if Ukraine poses a real and existential and immediate threat to us. Then I worry. Other than that, I don't care about anybody. I don't care what they do. I don't care about bad guys. I will use everything in my power, everything in our power collectively to put pressure on people. But when it comes to war, no. War is a racket. Smedley Butler said this. It's the military-industrial complex. It's about the defense industry. It's about, neocons and Victoria Nuland. And you know the usual suspects. So understand one thing. When I tell you something, it is only about one thing: protecting, preserving, defending, and maintaining our republic, not our democracy, our republic. We are not a democracy. Democracy is basically tyranny by the majority. It's, was it two wolves and a sheep talking about what's for lunch? No. I'm going to give you a couple of rules. And I'm thinking about doing a series of rules, almost like the Lionel nation philosophy. But before we do this, let me thank you for watching this. Let me ask you please to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And avail yourself of this link to our great sponsor, MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel, MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. It is simply incredible, the amount of wonderful items that you can purchase and own and use to luxuriate and to enjoy the aspects of your life, from pillows to percales to sheets to slippers, more than you can imagine. MyPillow.com, a wonderful company with wonderful people and wonderful products, American made. I ask you to support them. They support us, and enjoy the products you will benefit from. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel, MyPillow.com/Lionel. Some people get so mad at me. I don't fit in. Never have. I'm telling you right now, I don't fit in. I'm not a groupie. I don't care about individuals. I don't want to go to CPAC. I don't want to go to groups of people. I don't want to go and listen to anybody in particular. I'm not a fan of anybody. I'm a fan of ideas. I'm a fan of my country. I'm a fan of motivation, but I'm not a fan of people. I'm not. I love when people say sometimes, oh, I love, say, right, Tulsi. Tulsi Gabbard's fine, but Tulsi Gabbard is, she says some wonderful things, but Tulsi Gabbard is not my focus, nor is Tucker, nor is CPAC or Trump or anybody for that matter. I don't connect to individuals. So rule number one, stick with politics, not people. Rule number two, elections, voting. Unless we are prevailing at the polls, this is a waste of time. The Democrats stole the election legally. The Democrats are the best. The Democrats are going to do it again. I've been saying this. People that I know got very mad at me when I said Trump's going to lose 2020 because he doesn't get it. He's He's too much into thinking that the glory that he was seeing at his rallies would somehow necessarily convert to popularity at polls. It doesn't work that way. So number two, it's elections, elections, elections. Not only turning out the vote, but protecting the vote, protecting the franchise, having teams of lawyers standing by who know how it's done to keep an eye on what's going on. Third, you have to be, when I say you, I mean the country, has to be able to research. You can't sit back and let the news come to you. Then they control it. They will tell you, oh, the news is Dylan Mulvaney. Oh, the news is some bald-headed guy with a beard putting on Maybelline. Oh, the news is whatever. Cocaine in the White House. I don't care about that. That's a distraction. That's an obfuscation. That's sleight of hand. That's attending, causing your attention to move elsewhere. Stop falling for that. You must have a workbook. You must have self-study. Be an autodidact. You must start your day by going to sources that you trust and respect and like or whatever it is. But for you to be able to craft your worldview and not have other people do it for you. You cannot be dependent on other people to tell you what's going on in the news. Next, you must understand history. Tolstoy said history would be a wonderful thing if only it were true. I don't know if it was Benjamin Franklin or Hindenburg, but history is written by the winners. Napoleon said history is a myth that man agrees to repeat, to accept. History is important. The history of politics, the history of this country. You can't look at what is happening now if you have no idea of what happened before. If you are a Republican, if you are a conservative, and you don't understand the history, the actual evolution of conservative politics, the Republican Party, the Southern strategy, where it went, what Reagan did, what Goldwater did, what William F. Buckley did and Pat Buchanan, paleoconservatism, neoliberalism, neoconservatives. What do these words mean? What are they? What is this? And while we're on the issue of labels, please do me a favor. If you are not completely conversant with what socialism is, Marxism, fascism, National Socialism, authoritarian, whatever, most of the time what we are seeing is people like, for example, AOC or Bernie Sanders. These aren't socialists. They want a welfare state. Socialism involves a planned economy. There are rules behind this. Marxian ideology, Marxism involves the class struggles, and it's become a pejorative. Many people I know have done for the word Marxism what the left has done for conspiracy theory. When they don't like something, it's a conspiracy theory. And don't forget this rule. I keep telling you what Gore Vidal said. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy analyst. He also said that it will be a part of the article of faith for you to denounce all conspiracy theories. And conspiracy theory is another word, a tantamount, a synonym for the unspoken truth. We have to get down to brass tacks. We have to define what we are going to do. We don't turn to Fox News or Hannity or anybody else, God bless them, to decide and to define and to articulate where we want our country to go. There isn't anybody in the Congress or Senate today that I think is worth my time, whether it's Jim Jordan, John Kennedy, Cruz, any of the others. What they're into is about themselves, about garnering that great little clip, that great quip that Matt Gaetz, Boebert, and MTG, nothing has ever happened. They have not been responsible for anything. There's dissension. And the final rule is this: learn from the Democrats. They are absolutely steadfast. They are absolutely intransigent in their support of the collective cause. You never hear dissent. You never hear anybody. You never hear AOC or the Squad or anybody talk about Steny Hoyer or Nancy Pelosi or anybody. But in the Republican world is fractious dissent, a complete discombobulation. I'm going to talk more about this. Let me tell you what I'm saying. I want to win. I want to win. My goal is here. It's this wonderful thing. It's this thing called the Constitution. I know it sounds corny, but I'm going to be corny. This is it. I don't care about. I could not care less about Trump or Bobby Kennedy unless they can bring us to a better triangulation, a better targeting of what we have to do to gain control of our country again. Like the great Russell Smith said, I want my country back. And if that's nationalistic or nativistic or whatever it is, fine, whatever. Labels mean nothing to me. So if I say something that in some way dares to besmirch your beloved whoever, tough. I'm about winning. I want to see us prosper. I want to live in a safe, rational country where kids are protected and the fundamental tenets and the axioms and the maxims and the abecedarian elemental undergirding of our country and our republic, that they are maintained. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you for allowing me into your head. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live screams and new videos. And don't forget our great sponsor, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, mypillow.com/Lionel. And now, my dear friend, comment below, comment with us, comment. Let us see your brilliance. Comment as you see fit.